guys, I'm very familiar.
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday, then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board, and they pick up 2. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster, and I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Here's Powell. After the basket by Milwaukee. McCollum finds Powell. That's tipped, taken away by Holiday. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing we can find his teammates too.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Inside, here's Connaughton. A shot missing. Good D by McCollum.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
The shot by Powell, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Powell. Middleton can't get it to go.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
From 15 feet away, Lillard misses. Lillard's gone 1 of 3 on the night. In the corner, Middleton with it. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lillard finds Powell. McCollum outside. From 15 feet away, and it's good off the glass. And that'll tie this game up.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Holiday looking for an opening. Back to Lopez. Holiday left side. Shoots over Lillard, and the Bucks miss again. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. In the corner, Powell with it. And they will call over the back on the play.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
Milwaukee making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And so here's Portland. After Chris Middleton missed from long range, kicks it out to McCollum. Offensive rebound. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. And there's the pass to Middleton. To stop the drought, he dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
McCollum, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. McCollum's got 6 points. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here is Forbes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's McCollum in the corner. Simons surveying the D. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And he makes both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Puts up a 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers out in front. They're up. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. Here is Forbes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Over Jones. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter. The Bucks making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. And we played through the first minute here in the second. DiVincenzo against Powell. The 11-footer. Tucker controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Kanter dishes to Carmelo. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Kanter's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Up top, Portis. He's covered by Kanter. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. And he jams it with authority.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Powell kicks to Anthony. Fades. Another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Yep, it counts. Lopez has got his first points in this one. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Powell kicks to Covington. Lillard surveying the D. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Holiday attacking. Yep, that one goes.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. In the corner, Powell with it. There's the triple. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
Nice looking set shot for Lopez. He can stretch the floor just about to the three-point line.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. And so he hits both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Lillard outside. Releases from 15. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Lillard against Giannis. To the inside. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Powell finds Lillard. The rebound by the Bucks. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. Back to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Covington stays with it.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington. Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
So that'll... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above. And
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Nora in at the 2. Trailblazers leading by 4. Lillard outside. Passes it to Powell. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot. There's the pass to Connaughton. No good there. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard, right side. Back to McCollum. Jacks up a three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Nora, and it's in there.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Lillard outside. McCollum outside. Looking to end his cold spell. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by McCollum.
And, you know, Damian Lillard has such a quick release. Excellent at getting his shot up and over the defense inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Hands it from downtown.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. McCollum outside. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks trail by 4. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Connaughton. An easy 2 points on the layup. Connaughton's got 5 points now this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Lillard outside. And Portland again with the bucket.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes are gone. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
The Trailblazers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
Cantor finds Anthony. Cantor trying to free himself up. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
He hits both from the stripe. 56 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Simons. 6 points for him. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebounded by Tucker. One-on-one here. Here's DiVincenzo. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint, stolen by Cantor. Out to Anthony. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Simons. Back to Anthony. Shoots over Tucker. Here's Simons. Forbes with the rebound. Here's Cantor. And that one, good. Cantor's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team foul points off misses.
Tie game in Milwaukee. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. A nice shot by Tucker. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. The lead is 2.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Outside, Jones. 5 on the clock. Great D that time from Middleton.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis, and Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Basket counts. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Lillard outside. Offensive rebound. Nurkic banked in off the glass.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Middleton looking it over. Giannis drives in. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%. Trailblazers trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lillard outside. Looking to get it going. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Blown opportunity.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 8. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance always cements his status as a fan favorite. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Middleton outside. The kick out to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The free throw drops for Lillard. Bucks leading by 7. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Pass to Connaughton. Lays it up off the glass.
And it's just competing, and, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And it's the Bucks ball. And stolen by Lillard. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Nailed from three-point land.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Holiday against Nurkic. Back to Antetokounmpo. And a wide open look for McCollum. Nails the tray.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Here's Connaughton. It's off. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Green in at the power forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Harden against Lillard. We played just over a minute here in the first. The pass to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. And that one is good. McCollum's got 5 now.
You give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
Pass to Irving. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Nets for 2.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
No one covered.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And that one's good, Lillard.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Jordan. Harden against Lillard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for Joe Harris. Now here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. That one drops for him.
He's a lethal all-around scorer. You have to love the versatility of McCollum's offensive game.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Harden, no good. Trailblazers leading by 4. To the middle. Right side, Jones. He feeds it to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
With the size, length, and power of Kanter on full display that time.
Nets trail by 6. Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
52 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Well, he's become a defensive anchor here for this team over the past couple seasons. Great timing on the block there.
Brown the pass to Irving. Launches a 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Stolen by Cantor. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trail Blazers retain possession. Trail Blazers leading by 4. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Here's Simons trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Irving. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
No good on the shot. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a...
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Griffin down out there with Irving. Then there's Hicks. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Jones dishes to Cantor. And it's blocked. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. And the Nets making a change here as well. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Irving and finished off by Nurkic.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Nets trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Down low, poked away. Covington with the steal. And then Lillard slams it in.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Irving surveying the floor. Dishes it to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Anthony with the bucket.
Yeah, pushing and shoving, grabbing and holding. Not stopping Melo right there. Strong take to the rack.
Irving against Lillard. Count that bucket. Irving's got 6. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Irving against Lillard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
McCollum's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Shifty with his speed, incredible ball handling. So hard to guard Kyrie, but so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Fires for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his third foul of the game. Nets trail by 7. Outside Irving. Out to Harris. Back to Irving. From inside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic, and it's Derek Jones in for Powell. 1:36 left in the first half of the game. It's McCollum on the wing. Harris against Jones. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
Irving kicks to Brown. Back to Irving. Count that one. Irving's got 11 points. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. They've led by as much as 10. To the right side. Kanter finds Lillard. Over Irving. Here's Kanter. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Kanter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is the area where Kanter can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
Right side Irving. On the wing, Green. From outside, off the mark. Portland leading by 9. McCollum dishes to Jones. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. McCollum against Brown. Outside, Jones. McCollum outside. 4 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose.
Well, keeping with the attack.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Here's Harden. Yes, that goes in. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. To the inside. Kicks it out to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And it's Green missing. Trailblazers leading by 11. It's McCollum with the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Harden against Lillard. Here's Jordan. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And Harden with the stuff.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Feeds it to Nurkic. That shot is off. Great D that time from Green. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Oh, McCollum in position. The feed to Nurkic. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the basket by McCollum. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Goes back up. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks it to Cantor. The dish to Nurkic. Over Harden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, you have to be careful when Nurkic attempts those kinds of shots. He's very skilled at drawing contact.
No good on the free throw. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Brooklyn, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. And it's Blake Griffin in for Jeff Green. Al Harden, he's got 16. Now the pass to Llewellyn. No good on the 3. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle But you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. We've got Brown. He's out there with Harden. Aldridge out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Here's Harden. From down in the low post, it goes.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
McCollum outside, passes it to Jones. Back to McCollum. It's stolen by Brown. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Oh, that was something else.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. It's Brown with the drive. And he makes good on the layup.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Anthony on the wing. He kicks to Cantor. McCollum with the ball, and it's good. 2 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Harden outside from deep. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. The drive by Cantor, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Irving's checked in. Nets trail by 4. Harden finds Irving. Back to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Lillard scanning the floor. And McCollum now atop the key. That's tipped. And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. Jones dishes to Cantor. McCollum with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. From down low. And scoring with the play inside is Cantor. And the Trailblazers lead by 4. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 4. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field. Oh! And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Lillard against Harden. Outside, Covington. Over to the wing. Cantor with it. He's picked up by Irving. 5 to shoot. Cullen passes to Cantor. Whoops, there's the 21st-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Harden outside. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Powell kicks to McCullough. Pass to Cannon. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
He's a scorer and stepping up this time. Cantor with a big one. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
On the wing, Irving. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now here's Lillard. Grabs the miss.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They lead by 1. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Lillard against Harden. Lillard outside. He feeds it to Cantor. Money!
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Cantor coming through here in the clutch.
Timeout called. The Nets. They're trailing by 3. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Six seconds left to play in the final quarter. For 3, Harris. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, Aldridge out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Now here's Aldridge. The kick out to Irving. Just 4 to shoot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story, inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Harden outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. The pass to Giannis. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Offensive rebound. In the corner, Harden. Back to Irving. A 3-ball. Milwaukee with the rebound. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes it to Holiday. Back to Giannis. Outside Holiday. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Now here's Harden. Here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Pass to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Lopez left side. Jordan with the rebound.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Harris, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now, here is Irving. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The wide open look here for Holiday. His three-pointers off the mark. Nets trail by 3. Aldridge drives in. Harden against Holiday. The wide open look here for Aldridge. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
That mid-range, Jay, just no problem for a big man like LaMarcus Aldridge. Really, he has patented that jump shot.
Now here's Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Irving against Holiday. Right side Irving. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Yeah, that's just a master of understanding pick and roll and how to develop a quality shot. Such a dangerous guy in those sets.
Now here's Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo to the wing right side. From outside the arc. He doesn't hit that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And the basket by Harden.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Middleton kicks to Lopez. The putback. Brooklyn with the rebound. Irving with it. The shot's good.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Harris. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets out in front. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Harden. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. Here's Luwawu, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Into the box.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He kicks to Tucker. Pass to Forbes. There's the 3. That one misses. The Nets go the other way with it. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 3. Forbes, the pass to Portis. It's stolen by Green. Outside Irving. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Tucker the pass to Portis. The dish to Forbes. Just 5 to shoot. It's picked off. Here's Harden. And contact on the... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn. Holiday surveying the floor. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Outside, Green. Back to Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. Griffin's shot is off. Bucks trail by 7.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game. He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Harden the pass to Griffin. 1:56 left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Rebound by Brook Lopez. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Johnson outside. Here's Harden. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Connaughton passes to Middleton. 1:05 left in the first half. Clock at 6. Connaughton kicks to Middleton. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Can't hit from the elbow.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Shots good by Green.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Over Claxton. Lopez left side. A shot off that time. Nets leading by 6. Harden the pass to Johnson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that it's take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you have to like the length of Brook Lopez and the fact that he understands he has that advantage on both ends of the floor.
First free throw is good. Lopez hits them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And here is Irving from deep three-point range. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period came to a close with... and that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Here's Tucker, unable to get that one. Nice D from Aldridge. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Irving. And stolen by Portis.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Kicks to Tucker. Here's Nora. And it's off from three-point range.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 8.
Well, Joe Harris known as a shooter, but make no mistake, this guy will mix it up on the glass. Great offensive rebound right there.
And an intentional foul right there. The Nets making a switch here. Chioza's checked in. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Connaughton, shooting foul as the whistle blows. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Luwawu is checked in for Brooklyn. That one is off. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Holiday against Irving. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Holiday.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Giannis up top, guarded by Harris. And the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He dishes it to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Wow, what a credit to DeAndre Jordan. Just tremendous defense. Uses his length to alter that shot.
Aldridge kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Tips it.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Outside Holiday. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Blake Griffin in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's Nora. And that one is hammered home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Outside Irving. Here's Griffin. Claxton. It's good on the putback.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
1:15 left here in the third quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Back to DiVincenzo. The pass to Nora. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. James Harden, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. 58 seconds left in the third. Passes to Luwawu. Here's Claxton. Harris looking it over. From past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded closely. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Into the lineup for the Bucks.
Nets leading by 8. Harden outside. Left side, Griffin. Harden outside. Back to Griffin. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Harden out there with Luwawu. Then there's Harris. Then there's Griffin. And it's Green in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Good on the shot.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Nets lead by 8.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the shot is good.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Harden surveying the D. Feeds it to Griffin. Pass to Harris from the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Aldridge comes in for Green, and Irving subbed in for Luwawu. Irving kicks to Harden. Out to Harris. It's Harden with the drive. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Here's Giannis. Middleton on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 4. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Here's Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. On the wing, Harris. Jordan can't get it to go.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
The Nets with the lead. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Harden outside. And Harden with the stop.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in.
2 minutes to go.
The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
DiVincenzo against Harden. Lopez. No good that time. Jordan with some nice D. Brooklyn leading by 6. Harden outside. Antetokounmpo against Green. Out to the right wing. Aldridge down low. Lopez is there. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Bucks trail by 6. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. Fires high post. James Harden with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Green passes to Harden. Back to Green. Dishes it to Aldridge. Now Harden. Aldridge trying to break free. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's DiVincenzo. It drops, and now they trail by just 4. 29 seconds left in the game. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Outside Irving. Jordan kicks to Irving. From 10 feet out, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Holiday, then it's Brook Lopez, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. Nurkic, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Got to push McCollum out of the paint. When you don't do this, you risk getting dunked on.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. 4-point game. Shoots over Lillard. Another miss by Holiday. And a wide open look for McCollum. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
McCollum finds Lillard for the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The Bucks working the ball around. And Holiday, here we go. 6 to shoot. For three, Middleton buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got 5.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Holiday against McCollum. Lillard fires away from way outside, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The kick out to Holiday. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
McCollum, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Back to Holiday. Giannis passes to Holiday. Here's Giannis. He can't hit that time. Portland trailing here. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And he makes that one. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Milwaukee with the ball. After the miss from Damian Lillard. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Buries it from three-point range. Middleton's got 8 points. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Lillard outside from downtown. And it's Lillard again missing.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Good on the bucket. 10 points for him.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Cullen passes to Lillard. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lopez passes to Connaughton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
Well, you can't be nervous with the ball, Nurkic. When you are, he'll swipe it from you.
From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Chris Middleton has been on display for the Milwaukee. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays so
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Jones, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at point guard. The Bucks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, GA, the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you don't even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now here's DiVincenzo. No points in the game yet for him.
Spins the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Bucks trail by 5. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Portis kicks it to Tucker. Back to Portis. To halt the run, and it's good on the layup. Portis has got his first points of the game.
This speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
Now here's McCollum. He has 7. Pass to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of this. The first one falls. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Simons. He feeds it to Cantor. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. And it's Anthony with the jam.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Outside Holiday. And the pass to Lopez. And that one, good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Cullen passes to Jones. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half. Mora, the pass to Lopez. DiVincenzo with it. Over McCollum. Misses off the right eye.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Bombs it up for Cantor. Pass to Simons. A minute 20 left in the second quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for C.J. McCollum.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Middleton dishes to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6. 41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Giles missing. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Lillard outside. 23 seconds left here in the second. A floater. Here's Giles. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Oh, great timing He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And a close game so far through the first two. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams. And that does it for our halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. Trailblazers leading by 3. Now Lillard. From deep three-point range. McCollum against Holiday. Giles. Great positioning on the putback. Giles has got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Connaughton. Back to Middleton. Covington with the steal. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. Lillard with the bucket.
And Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
Holiday finds Giannis. Lopez right side. Back to Giannis. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way.
And Yusuf Nurkic missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but you would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Lillard outside. Feeds to McCollum. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday with the ball. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Lillard. Kicks it out to Covington. McCollum outside. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And here's the fast break. Here's Connaughton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Holiday against McCollum. It's tipped. Fast break, Milwaukee. A finish. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Lillard outside. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really, from second-round pick to All-Stars, Middleton's story, inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on it.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Giles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCullough. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Milwaukee making a switch here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 12. And he lays it straight in. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
1:15 left in the third quarter. Right side, Portis. Got a hand on it.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Even when the D is playing off of him, a mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Jones finds Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. No good from the wing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Portis. Gets hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks it out to Jones. Beyond the arc. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
DiVincenzo with it. The dish now to Tucker. Back to DiVincenzo. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
The third quarter comes to a close. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here is Lillard, the high-powered backcourt pair. Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony, and it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Lillard. 5 on the clock. McCollum outside. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing. And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Here's Cantor. McCollum outside. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Bucks trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's McCollum. Anthony dishes to McCollum. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
Here's Connaughton. Dishes to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
McCollum passes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. He kicks it to Carmelo. Back to McCollum. Lopez with the block.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Giles comes in for Anthony, and Robert Covington subbed in for Derek Jones. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Now here's Giannis. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo looking it over. The kick out to Holiday. For 3, Middleton. Portland grabs the miss. Giles has got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard outside. Passes it to Giles. McCollum outside. Covington dishes to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Lopez. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Here's Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. Knocks down the 3.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. The Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Nurkic. Now here's Lillard, guarded closely. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Covington with the bucket.
Stretching the floor with his outside shot. Covington, a true marksman. He doesn't lack confidence.
Giannis passes to Lopez. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
I love the attitude that Lopez possesses. I mean, never too high, never too low. I mean, this helps him in clutch situations.
Got a piece of it. So the Trailblazers win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end... The traffic in New York City. Now it's it.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, Aldridge out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. Step back and squared up. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
And here's Irving, following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Passes it to Harden. Dishes it to Aldridge. It's deflected. Anthony left side. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now here's Lillard. There's the pass to Nurkic. The shot from 20 feet away. A rebound by the Nets.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Giles, guarded by Harden. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Giles kicks to McCollum. Pass to Lillard. 5 to shoot.
Hey, you know, it's awesome to see Harden giving his all on defense. That's been an area that he's needed to improve on. Really making an effort to stay with his guy.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Lillard, and the layup falls.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Inside, Aldridge. That one's not going to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. Rejected by Harris, and they get it back. And another fast break for Brooklyn. The Nets are running. Here's Irving. Damian Lillard pulls it in. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Over Harden. Deflects the pass. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Giant. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Luwawu subbed in for Joe Harris. It's Harden with the drive.
In addition to his strength, Harden has deceptive quickness. He just has this unique knack to get by whoever's guarding him because he's strong and crafty.
Simons surveying the D. Passes it to Cantor. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And really inside the paint is where Cantor thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space.
And here's Harden for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. 50 seconds left in the first. Powell finds Cantor. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's blocked. Here's Simons. Powell for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Harden with it. 7 points in the game. Looking to end the run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruise. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Anthony. And the call on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Jones. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Kicks it out to Lillard. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Claxton, the pass to Jordan, stolen by Cantor. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. He feeds it to McCollum. Rejected by Harris, but they recover it. Nurkic finds McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets trail by 12. Irving looking over the floor. 9 feet out. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but...
Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Goodness. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Irving. Now Lillard. He has 6. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Irving kicks to Jordan. Here's Claxton. He's covered by Cantor. Anthony against Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Right side Irving. Trailblazers leading by 12. Anthony dishes to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Harris drives in. And slam dunk by Harris.
You know, Harris showing you he's unafraid to mix it up in there sometimes, which is a good way to balance his attack.
Lillard outside. And then Lillard slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard. Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Here's Irving. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Lillard. 12 points for him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
The free throw is good from Lillard. Harden outside. 4 seconds left. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he sinks the second. Lillard, right side. And so it's Damian Lillard making.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And there's the pass to Lillard. 3-pointer. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. Gatlin's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from James Harden. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 14. McCollum outside. A 3-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got 8 points.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. McCollum against Harden. On the wing, Irving. Right side, Aldridge. From 8. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Aldridge has got his second bucket.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Lillard surveying the D. Here's McCollum. And Portland again with the bucket.
Boy, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Harris outside. He dishes it to Aldridge. Out to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Luwawu subbed in for Joe Harris. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ennis Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Jones comes in for Giles. Powell, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Harden, that's good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
That one goes in. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Jones trying to get open. Lillard misses. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 9 points.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Lillard against Harden. Unloads from 9. And it's sent back by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Harden out there with Luwawu. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Green. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Harden kicks to Green. No good with the triple. Trailblazers leading by 9. Jones drives in. Here's Giles. Guarded by Green. Got a piece of it. Simons picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Green. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kanter. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. And the basket by Harden.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Outside Anthony, pass to Nurkic. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Nets trail by 7. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Harden and the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Portland again missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
It's Aldridge, high post. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. And they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Love stepping up at crucial times.
McCollum outside. Pass to Powell. Back to McCollum. Over Harden. McCollum, no good. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for Luwawu Cabarro. Damian Lillard checked in for Portland. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Harden surveying the D. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Lillard against Irving. And there it is for him.
Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is. Unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Here's Lillard. And 1:01 left in the game. Kicks it to Nurkic. McCollum outside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Lillard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Here's Lillard, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Harden against McCollum. It's Harden with the drive, and it's Portland with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're down by 3. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line. I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
And so it's Portland winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Jordan. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. A terrific move by Irving to score.
Kyrie, such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Irving. Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Middleton. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Harden with it. Dishes to Irving. Back to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Aldridge inside. It's tipped. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on James Harden.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden dishes to Irving. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Rebounded by the Bucks. Outside Holiday, right wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice D from Aldridge.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here's Harden. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Back to Middleton. Puts one up from 19. Jump shot is good. Middleton's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Aldridge left side. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Milwaukee in the lead. Stolen by Harden. Antetokounmpo against Aldridge. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I mean, he might as well pour a foundation and put some framework around that, because that's where DeAndre Jordan lives on the offensive glass.
The pass to Giannis. In the corner, Middleton with it. Middleton on the wing. Back to Giannis. Middleton right side. They get it back. Antetokounmpo to the wing on the left. And the 3 off target. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Harris kicks to Aldridge. Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. No block shot. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Bucks trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Kicks it down to Middleton. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good.
Chris Middleton has worked his way back and come a long way. The former 2nd-round pick becoming a consistent starter in the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. The Nets also changing it up. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. Luwawu, the pass to Green. He kicks it to Griffin. The rebound by the Bucks.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Outside, Green. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets out in front, up by 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Irving. Griffin is out there with Green, and it's Luwawu in at the 2-guard spot. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Middleton. Green with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. Pass to Forbes. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Nets leading by 3. Lobbed up there for Green. Stolen by Tucker. And it's the Bucks on the break. Puts it up from 12. Pass to DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Tipped away. And Griffin sends it back.
Great to see Griffin going hard on the defensive end. Rejections like that are crucial to his development.
Brooklyn trailing. Green left side. Griffin inside. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And then Griffin with the dunk.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's tightly guarded. Portis, the pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Portis. Count it. And the Bucks lead by 1. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Griffin against Portis. Here's Green. Sinks that one from the post.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
1:58 left in the first half of basketball. Now DiVincenzo. Here is Forbes. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Johnson attacking. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. He's off on that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. He says, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in, and a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Tyler Johnson. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Antetokounmpo against Aldridge. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Now the feed to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The shot's good from Lopez. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Lopez powering through that time.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. In the corner, it's Harris. Holiday against Harden. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Here's Harris. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession. And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a one-point game. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. Harden kicks to Harris. Here's Llewellyn. The dish to Aldridge. Over Holiday. And it's Aldridge missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Harden.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Lopez kicks to Holiday. Pass to Connaughton, out to the wing. Back to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Holiday finds Middleton. Five to shoot. And he gets the bucket.
Staying confident in the paint. Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
Timeout called the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Milwaukee. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Bruce Brown. Nicholas Claxton comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Green, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Blake Griffin.
Well, Jordan just wreaking havoc on the rim now.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The kick out to Lopez. The pass to DiVincenzo. And he converts the layup. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 3 now for Milwaukee. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Here's DiVincenzo. And another basket for Milwaukee.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
Harden surveying the D. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton. Fires the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Outside, Green. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Pass to Claxton. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Nets making a change here as well. Joe Harris is checked in for Green. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Passes to Forbes. Over Irving. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Forbes has got his second bucket of the game to go. Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Jordan at the elbow. Here's Claxton. Goes back up. Jordan's shot is off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Luwawu in at the 2 spot. Forbes dishes to Middleton. Good work there as it goes. Middleton's got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Irving drives in. It's good.
You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
Here is Forbes. Kicks it to Middleton. Takes the 3. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Luwawu, the pass to Irving. Bucket is good. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. A nice shot by Tucker. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Irving attacking. He kicks to Aldridge. Off the left rim and out.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Nets trail by 6. Irving surveying the floor. It's deflected. Outside for Griffin. Here's Luwawu. Defended by DiVincenzo. Luwawu, the pass to Aldridge. Shoots over Portis. And that one's good by Aldridge.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. Basket good.
That smooth shot selection from Middleton. That is definitely a spot he can get the job done from.
Outside Irving. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Harris drives in. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
A clear look here for Middleton. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're behind by 8. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Chris Middleton.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said to them, guys, coming up, this is where the game could be won or lost. We need to make plays on both ends. Stay focused, stay locked in, trust one another. And see if they can keep that trust going, Kevin.
Harden outside. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Free throw good from Harden.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Giannis. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Claxton. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Harden's shot is off. 1 second separating the shot clock and game. Outside Holiday. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it. Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
So it's Milwaukee. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.